So have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, what am I really looking at? Billions of galaxies, trillions of stars, a universe so vast that our planet is just a tiny speck, and yet somehow everything works with incredible precision. As an astrophysics student, I spend my time studying how the universe works, gravity, stars, galaxies, the beginning of time itself. But the deeper I go into astronomy, the more I find myself asking a different question. What if all this points to something greater? Does astronomy prove God? Astronomy doesn't prove God in a scientific testable way, but it does reveal something powerful. The universe did begin with a beginning. Laws that are incredibly precise and a design that allows life to exist. So in this video, we're going to answer a fascinating question. Could the universe itself be evidence of God? Let's dive in. For a long time, people believed that the universe had always had a beginning, that it was eternal with no true starting point. But modern astronomy did change that actually. Through observations of galaxies moving away from us, scientists discovered that the universe is expanding. And if you rewind that expansion backward, everything leads to a single moment when space, time, and matter all begin. This event is known as the Big Bang. In other words, the universe isn't eternal, it had a beginning. And that raises a huge question. If the universe had beginning, what caused it? Because here's the key idea. Everything that begins to exist has a cause. The universe didn't just rearrange existing material. There was no space, no time, no matter before it. So whatever caused the universe must be outside of space and time itself. This actually points towards the idea of a creator, an eternal being who exists beyond the universe and brought it into existence. And for me, that's incredible because it means the universe isn't just something that is, it's something that was made. Now, let's talk about something that honestly blows my mind as an astrophysics student. The universe doesn't just exist, it's perfectly calibrated. The laws of physics like gravity, the strength of electromagnetic forces, and the rate of the universe expands are all set at extremely precise values. And if you changed even one of these constants by a fraction, the universe would look completely different. Stars might never form, galaxies could collapse or fly apart, chemistry as we know it wouldn't exist, life would be impossible. This idea is often called the fine-tuning of the universe. It's kind of like a cosmic control panel with dozens of dials, and every single one is set just right for life to exist. So the question becomes why? Is it just random chance that everything landed perfectly in place? Or is there something or someone behind it? Some scientists suggest ideas like the multiverse theory to explain this. Others see fine-tuning as a hint of intentional design. Astronomy doesn't force you to one conclusion, but it does present something that's incredibly difficult to ignore. The universe isn't just random chaos, it's structured, precise, and astonishingly balanced. And for many people, that level of precision feels less like an accident and more like a signature. Now let's zoom in from the entire universe to our home, Earth. Because it's not just that the universe allows life, Earth itself is incredibly well suited for it. Our planet sits at just the right distance from the sun, what scientists call the habitable zone. Not too hot, not too cold, just right for liquid water to exist. But it doesn't stop there. Earth has a protective atmosphere that shields us from harmful radiation, a magnetic field that deflects solar winds, the right chemical composition for life, and stable temperatures over long periods of time. Even massive planets like Jupiter play a role by helping deflect dangerous asteroids away from Earth. When you start stacking all these factors together, it becomes clear life on Earth depends on a very specific set of conditions. And that raises another question. Is this just a lucky coincidence or something more? Some scientists argue that with a vast enough universe, conditions like Earth's are bound to happen somewhere. Others look at how rare and delicate these conditions are and see something deeper, something intentional. This is so cool because we literally live on a planet that seems almost perfectly prepared for life. And for many people, that doesn't feel random, it feels meaningful, right? When you study astronomy, one thing becomes very clear. The universe isn't chaotic, it's incredibly ordered. Planets orbit stars in predictable paths. Galaxies follow gravitational patterns, and the same laws of physics apply everywhere from Earth to the edge of the observable universe. This kind of consistency is what allows science to even exist in the first place. But it's not just order, it's also beauty. Think about it. The spiral arms of galaxies, the glowing colors of nebulae, the rings of Saturn, the stars scattered across the night sky. None of these things had to be beautiful, but it is. And that raises an interesting question. Why does the universe have both order and beauty? Order suggests structure, logic, and intelligence. Beauty feels expressive, almost like art. Some people say that this is just the result of natural processes, and they're not wrong. Science explains how these structures form, but others look at that same beauty and order and see something more like the universe isn't just functioning, it's designed to be experienced. It's designed to be this way. For many, it feels like creation isn't just engineered, it's crafted. And that idea points not just to a powerful creator, but to a creative one. Here's something that's easy to overlook, but honestly, it's one of the most fascinating parts of all of this. Not only does the universe exist, we can understand it. Think about that. As humans, we've been able to discover the laws of physics, predict planetary motion, understand how stars are born and die, even study the origins of the universe itself. And we do all of this using something invisible: math. Equations written on a piece of paper can describe galaxies billions of light years away. The same laws we test on Earth apply across the entire universe. So this raises a powerful question. Why is the universe understandable at all? Why does reality follow logical rules that our minds can grasp? Some scientists see this as just a coincidence of evolution, that our brains adapted to recognize patterns. But others see something deeper. They believe this points to the idea that both the universe is ordered with logic and our minds are capable of recognizing that logic, almost as if they were designed to fit together. For many believers, this reflects the idea that we are created in the image of a rational creator, able to think, discover, and explore. Astronomy doesn't just show us a vast universe, it shows us that we're somehow connected to it, capable of understanding it in a way that feels anything but accidental. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow on my journey as an astrophysics student. Thank you for watching. Bye!